Hello everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm vlogging today and we're gonna go run some errands. So this morning I have to go to the post office, Home Goods, the party store, the Dermatologist, and the grocery store. So Home Goods and the party store are just for a few returns, and then the other stuff, post office I gotta send something, groceries we need food, and the Dermatologist I need to talk about my skin. I'm a little behind schedule, so I don't know where I'm gonna go first. I don't think I can make it to the post office and back, so I think I'll try Home Goods first. Okay, I made it to Home Goods and I've gotta hurry. Okay, I just finished at the dermatologist's office and I needed to talk to her about a few things today. So one is the spironolactone that I take, and I talked about that in my acne talk video. So I'm really happy being on the spironolactone because it keeps my face and my chest and my back so clear. I'm really happy. So I'm gonna stay on that, but I might reduce the dose starting in August. So at the end of July, I have a wedding to go to and I don't want to do anything too drastic before the wedding. So I'm going to wait till August to do that. The second thing I wanted to talk to her about was some little marks that I have on my face. Well, they're not marks, they're like bumps. I don't know if I can even show them well here. Okay, this little white bump right there. I have that, and she found a couple over here. And then I also have a pore, it's like somewhere right in here, like a big pore. Okay, it's like right in here. Anyway, so I wanted to show her those things because they bother me. And in the past, I have had they're kind of like moles, I guess, removed, but they have no color. So it's a pigmentless mole kind of. And it's not even it's in the mole family, she said, but I don't know the name. Anywho, so those little spots kind of bother me. No matter what I do, even for acne or skincare stuff, I can't improve that pore. And she called it something, I don't know. And then the little white bumpy things. So she definitely saw all them and agreed and said that agreed that they were there and that they were something that can be removed. So in August, again, waiting till after the wedding, I'm going to get that little mole thing, and she found a few, over there. So the pore, I'm going to get those removed, and she said she will numb it and then cauterize it. So I guess she's gonna burn them off. I don't know. I'm not entirely worried about it. As long as she gets them off, I'm happy. But maybe I should be slightly worried. I don't know, because I don't want it to leave marks. I just don't understand why I keep growing moles. And the dermatologist said it just happens as we get older. But it definitely started for me in my 20s, so I just keep getting these little bumpy mole things, and it's really attractive. So yes, I'll be doing that in August. And then also in August, I will be starting tretinoin, which is I guess generic for Retin-A. So yes, I think that can help for anti-aging. And I hear a lot of good things about it. I know it's a little bit tough to acclimate to. Now, what am I doing now? Now I'm going to the post office. So that's our next stop. Okay, I made it to Party City and I got my return. I'm off to a decent start. I don't have a very long list of groceries that we need, but I'm sure I'll pick up a few extra things. And right now I'm going to look for Zevia. My husband really likes Zevia. Not that I don't, but I always like to get him some. Oh no, they do not have it. They have grape Zevia or root beer, but I need to get him just cola. Uh-oh. I must get pickles because I think we're out. So I'm just gonna get some of our usuals, Vlasic kosher dills. Filling up the cart quickly. It happens. I came looking for like dry barbecue rub, so I got some, but I noticed these here in the spice section. Cinnamon Toast Crunch seasoning and Twix seasoning. What in the world? What would you put these on? Oh, they suggest ice cream, cookies, milkshakes, and more. Here are all the groceries that I got. I got carrots, some broccoli and cauliflower, pickles, these new M&Ms. I want to try these later today. Crunchy cookie. They sound okay. Ritz peanut butter and cheese crackers, M&Ms. The almond are my favorite, followed in a close second by peanut butter. Or no, just peanut, and then probably peanut butter after that. Let's see, bananas, some barbecue sauce, barbecue dry rub, cornmeal, hot and spicy Cheez-Its, chips, half and half, lemonade, chicken, which I'm going to use for dinner tonight, pork chops, which I'm just going to like individually wrap and pop right into the freezer, eggs, little special treats for my husband and I, so I got him brownie batter core, and they're both Ben and Jerry's obviously, but I got milk and cookies for me. This is technically, I think, my second favorite flavor now, because they have a retired flavor that had potato chips in it. I think it was called Chip Happens, and it was a limited edition one, and that was my favorite because the potato chips in it were like out of this world with the chocolate. It was so good. So this one comes in a close second, though. It's really good. Okay, sticks of butter, some chili from the soup bar, some yogurts, blueberries, strawberries, apples, and peaches, and a lemon. Okay, I came up to do some laundry and stuff, and I found the cat up here, and please excuse how the wall looks. I have junk everywhere. I was going to paint our bedroom, but then I decided to kind of prioritize other stuff first, and I'm kind of like stuck on what to do in here. So we're just gonna be living with paint samples in the corners forever, apparently, and a little plate thing that we have to put back up there, but that's just what it is. My plans change. So, but this is what I really wanted to show you because he looks so cute and he's backlit. But hi, Bug. He's up in his cat tree, which is covered in hair. He sheds on this cat tree like crazy. I've got to wipe it. Well, not so much wipe it, but like take like a scraper thing, and also I vacuum it sometimes. But gosh, he's covered in hair, and I thought his little paw looked so funny. Boop, 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 boop. Hi, bear. I had lunch, and I know it's silly in the summer when it's hot. I was like 90 degrees today. Yeah, it's 90 right now here. I know it's silly to need a blanket, but it's so cold down here because of the air conditioning that I need a blanket. Come here, Bug. He was snacking. And speaking of snacks, now I'm gonna try the crunchy cookie M&Ms. Crunchy cookie. Maybe I'll try like 2 at once. Look at the size and shape of these. I'd say like there's wide as a regular M&M, but a lot rounder. So anywho, let's try it. It's crunchy. Okay, despite the crunch, it just tastes like a regular plain M&M. That's it. So now I think that we will just keep hanging out here on the couch. I know there's more stuff I can do around the house, but the dishes are pretty much caught up. The washer and the dryer are going, and I'm not going to start dinner for a little while yet. So I've got a little time that I just want to kind of sit and veg, and I'm going to keep watching the show I'm currently hooked on, which is Call the Midwife on Netflix. And I tend to like call it Call of the Midwife. I think I'm just confused, but it's Call of Midwife. It's like 10 seasons long or something. I don't know what season I'm even on right now, but I'm well into the show. I'm totally hooked. It's so good. And so it is about midwives back in like the 50s and 60s in England. So the midwives work alongside and also kind of like live alongside some nuns who are also midwives. And they just show how they help women give birth in the town and like all the different experiences, and some are good and sometimes it's sad, like the little one doesn't make it or the mom doesn't make it for some reason. It's got some serious and some sad stuff in there, but it's just such a like wholesome show, and I like the characters, and yeah, I'm just hooked. There's anything else that's good and not really scary, whether it's new or old, and especially if it's on Netflix. I can also watch stuff on Hulu or just record stuff on the TV. Please let me know if you recommend anything, because I'm dying for new things to watch. My husband came out into the living room and said that he was gonna go rollerblading. And I was like, what about me? Because I don't wanna be left out. So I'm gonna go with him, but he's gonna go first on his own because he can rollerblade for a long time and a lot faster than I can. So I want him to have a chance to just go like do his thing. And then when he's done rollerblading how he rollerblades, he's gonna come home and get me and I will go with him. So, cause I go a lot slower. I don't wanna get sun, but I'm really torn because it's hot out and I wanna be comfortable. I don't wanna put on like a t-shirt if I don't have to. Oh no, come on, stuff. But yeah, I just don't wanna get any sun. I don't like getting a suntan, and I don't even always tan. I just get like a red, and sometimes I get itchy from the sun or the heat a little bit. Oh, we had shadows. Here we go. It's us. Rollerblading BFFs.
Mine don't look so spiky.
Does it look spiky?
Well, it ridges on it. Yours is totally smooth.
Wait, I think mine is too far back sometimes. I don't think you look like a dinosaur. Okay, mine's too far back. I think, no. No. You're gonna look like a goof and all the neighbors are gonna think we're insane. I'm sure they already do. My helmet sits too far back on my head. That's what we have to work on. Yours sits nice and forward here, but mine's always like back here. How do we fix that?
It has to be comfortable.
It's not that it's not comfortable sitting forward. I just don't always notice or pay attention.
Mine's not comfortable. It's just the way yours is.
Oh, okay. Maybe because you have like a big old dome. You have a huge head. No, just whee! I'm going a little faster these days. One of the things I'm supposed to be practicing is lifting one toe at a time. So I'm trying to do that like this. My right toe and then my left toe. But it's really slow going because I slow down as soon as I do that. And I turn, see? And then I'm also supposed to be practicing like this. Like the wavy feet. Like this. Besides going a little bit faster than I was before and being just like a little more confident.
Yeah, bold as brass.
I don't know about bold as brass, but I definitely feel better on the rollerblades than I did. But yeah, I can't pick up my feet a lot yet. Like, I'm also supposed to be like marching, trying to stay on one foot a little bit.
Yeah, just to get familiar with your balance.
Yeah.
In unusual situations.
I want to be able to cross my feet over like you can. But I can't do that yet for turning, so. But I do like to pick up a little speed when I can. It's fast for me, but. Okay, I'm going to beat you. Oh no. Hit my big one. We made it back from rollerblading. I'm exhausted, I'm sweaty. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. I really do like get icky, and my face gets, it's not super bad right now, but it definitely gets red, and my nose especially is really red. Okay, so hi bug, I'm home. So I'm gonna wash my hands and start cornbread for dinner. Before we went skating, I've got the dry rub and seasonings sitting on the meat. I put it in the fridge. So that won't take a super long time to grill up, because I'm just gonna grill it inside on a grill pan. But the cornbread, I need time to mix up and bake. So I'm behind getting dinner ready. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now. And then maybe, depending on how long the cornbread needs to cook, I can run up and take a shower while that's in the oven. The cornbread recipe that I use calls for it to be made in an 8x8 pan, like a square pan. But I like to make it in this cast iron pan instead. So that's what I'm gonna do. In this little bowl, I'm going to combine yogurt, milk, and vinegar. I tried to start measuring this yogurt, and this is basically a half a cup. So I need a half cup of plain Greek yogurt. I don't have like 2% milk or skim. I have heavy cream, so that's what I'm using. And a tablespoon of vinegar. I have a big jug of it. Okay. There we go, and I'll mix it. I've got this bowl, and in here, cornmeal back here. I need to put a few things in here. So 1 cup of cornmeal. 1 cup of flour. Half of a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. So half a teaspoon. Garlic powder. I'll just mix these. Mix it, mix it, mix it. There's got to be a better way with recipes online, I swear. The directions are all at the bottom. The ingredients are all at the top, and I'm constantly scrolling back and forth. Half cup of unsalted butter. I'm close. And I already took that last hunk and melted it, or I rubbed it in here basically, so it's fine. I'm really close to a half of a cup. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat off of this now and hope that the butter finishes melting. I'm gonna add in a half cup of sugar. That's a 1/4 cup. That's really so much sugar. Okay, we came close to a half a cup. And I'm supposed to whisk this in. I'm right-handed, but sometimes I try and do little things with my left hand. Is that weird? Next are the eggs. And I'm supposed to put, a shell. There we go. I use my fingers. What can you do? I had washed my hands before I started. There, that's probably more hygienic. And I will mix that in. Oh, more shell. Come on. Got it. Add in the milk mixture. And then stir it, it says. It doesn't say whisk it, it says stir it. No, I'm supposed to add jalapenos and something else I'm not adding. Green onion and cheddar cheese. I'm just gonna put in cheese. I always, whenever I do buy green onions for a recipe, I never use them all, and then they just sit in the fridge and go bad. And I have jalapenos, but they're in the freezer. I never remember to use them. Now I put in the cornmeal mixture, and it says to beat it. I don't know if I can really beat it with this little spatula, but beat it until very few lumps remain. Oh boy, it's gonna make a mess all over the stove. Great, great, great. Stuff's flying everywhere. There goes the clean stove and the clean floor. Bake this for 30 to 40 minutes, which should give me enough time to go upstairs. Oh my God, it's heavy. To go upstairs and shower. It's in. I will set the timer for 35 minutes and we're off. I'm out of the shower, I'm all clean, and I have some chicken that has the dry rub and seasonings on it. That's on the grill pan. And here's the cornbread, which, I mean, it looks so messy, but I think it's totally cooked and it smells very good. It's sometime later. I'm up in my bathroom because I'm going to do some grooming stuff. Dinner was good. A few of us had the chicken or pork chops, because I did mostly chicken and then a couple of pork chops. And I had the barbecue rub on them, grilled them up, and they were good. And then the cornbread was really good. What I'm going to do up here in my very glamorous bathroom, I'm going to put on a white strip. I have these Crest 3D white strips. This is a new box for me. I was on a very rare occasion previously, I would use some Lumino strips. I was definitely influenced to get those. I tried them, but I didn't use them regularly enough to tell if they made a difference. So now I'm going to try the Crest white strips. I don't know if I'm using these often enough to make a difference either, but oh well. So I'm going to put this on. And then I'm going to use my exfoliator. This is the PMD, like microderm pen, basically. And I was thinking I would show you how much skin comes off. Unless you're like, I don't know, I think it's kind of gross, but also I love face and skincare stuff, and I love to see what people do and how things work. So I know that sounds weird or gross. I will warn you before I show anything, but I'm going to try and do that. And then I'm also going to use my lash lift kit tonight because it's been, I have to think, 3 weeks since the PMD, and over a month, I think, since I did, at least several weeks since I did my eyelashes last. And they still have a little bit of lift to them. I don't know if you can tell. They still have a little something. Like this looks right now, this is better than the normal state of my lashes. They're a little higher than usual, but we're going to like a thing this weekend, like we're going out this weekend, and I want to have my lashes looking good before that. So this is a huge, tedious pain in the butt that's going to take a long time, and this will take a little while. So I figure I'll put on the tooth strips, then I'll teeth strips, whatever. Then I'll exfoliate, and I'm going to save the lash lift for last. Okay, tooth strips are on. Okay, they slip around a little bit, I feel like. So these slip around, I think, like more than the Lumino ones, but the Lumino ones were way harder to get off and wash off your teeth. They left so much gel on your teeth. Before I get started on the PMD, I want to give an update on anxiety stuff. So I feel like I talk a little different with these. Okay, anyway, so I am on Effexor now. I've totally weaned off of Prozac, and I'm taking 2 Effexor pills a day, one in the morning, one at night. I don't know how many weeks exactly it's been, probably about 4 weeks actually, since I started the Effexor, because I have an appointment with my psychiatrist tomorrow, just to talk about how it's going and to update. And so far we've been doing appointments every month. So it's probably been a month. And I have a few side effects, and I think I probably mentioned these in a blog before, or at least like some of them. Okay, so I have bruising on my thighs. That is kind of a lot. It's slightly scary. Like it looks like I hit myself with something, or I fell. It's not severe bruising, but I would say it like it's kind of mild bruising, but still like noticeable bruising that when like my family saw it and my husband, they're like, what happened? Like, are you okay? What happened? It's on both thighs, and I'm noticing a little bit starting on my shins, just a little bit, but I have no clue why it's on my thighs. So I mentioned that to my psychiatrist, and I did like a CBC blood panel, whatever that is, and everything came back fine. Now that was earlier in the Effexor, probably only about a week into taking it. The bruising hasn't improved. I'll talk to him tomorrow and see if I need anything else. So that's one side effect. The second side effect, which has improved a bit, thank goodness, is like little muscle spasms or like little movements, which is super scary because who wants to feel like their body moves without them and they can't control it. So if you've ever like just been falling asleep and then like your leg twitches or your arm twitches or something and wakes you back up, it's twitches like that. And like it's an actual little, like it feels like I'm moving. Now there's no big movements and things like really big noticeable anything where I'm losing control of my limbs or I'm, moving my hand or moving my arm. I think I'm moving, and sometimes like something will move. Like I swear there's actual movement sometimes, because last night I was falling asleep and twice I like scared and like woke myself back up out of it because my jaw like I closed my teeth like that. That really super worries me. I told him before I had like these little tiny muscle spasm movement things. So we did the blood work and he saw that it came okay, and we haven't talked about it since. And then my hands shake. My hands are, if they're like this, I'm doing something with my hands, I'm holding something, it's fine. If I hold my hand up like this, I have a very slight shake. I don't know if you can tell. And it is both hands. So I'm scared. I don't like that. And I don't like the muscle spasm stuff. I'll take the bruising. It doesn't really bother me as long as I know I'm fine. I don't want these to be permanent, but I've been on the medicine a month and the spasms are improving. They were really bad at first, like all throughout the day, and really bad when I was trying to fall asleep. So they've definitely lessened now. Are these normal symptoms? I don't think so. And I saw a commercial on TV that it wasn't for Effexor, I don't think. It just for some random medication, and it said that medication can cause like muscle movements or something like that, and they can be permanent. So that scared me to death. Yeah, that's what's going on side effect wise on the Effexor. Overall, let's talk about feelings though. Overall, I am feeling better. I still have some nervous and anxious moments and some fear buildup. So I think I'm in a bit better place now. Driving has been easier, though the other day, I was just, some of my usual driving feelings came up, but not terrible. And I don't have them nearly so much anymore. So I am feeling better. I'm just concerned about my side effects that I'm having, but something is working. I don't know if we gave the Prozac enough time. Maybe I should have stayed on it a little longer before we switched me right over to Effexor right at the 1 month mark, but I'm on it. So I'm trying. I feel like something was kicking in right when I was making the switch and weaning off the Prozac, and I was starting to feel a little bit better, and I still do. I think I know I'll have a better update tomorrow from my doctor than I did last month. I don't think I'm any braver. I don't, nothing is solved. But now when like my therapist was telling me, like before I was just starting the medicine, and she was saying, if you go on medicine, it like kind of gives you a boost so that you're better able to handle things and be better prepared for therapy. So it's easier to, you'll feel a bit better. So it's easier to work on things and like address things. And I was like, okay, I don't really understand what that's going to feel like, but okay. And now that I have that boost and I feel a bit better, I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm just a little bit calmer. No, I'm noticeably calmer. I don't get like so nervous and worked up by 1,000 anxious thoughts like 1,000 times a day. I don't. It's nice. Yeah, that's what's going on with the medicine. I know a few people have reached out very nicely and shared with me that they're also on anxiety medicine of some kind right now. So I hope you all are doing well. Also, If you've shared that with me before, please feel free to update me with how you are doing and how you're feeling as well, because I know it's really hard, and it's nice to know that we're not alone with this. So keep fighting. Whatever you're doing to try and make yourself feel better, keep fighting. I'm trying to, and so far I think something's working. I'm done exfoliating. My face is a little red, but it feels so much softer now. I'm going to show you what the dead skin looks like. So if this is going to gross you out, please jump ahead in the video. Do not watch this next part. Okay, let's look at it. Turn away now if you don't want to see this. If I put it on a paper towel, you're not going to be able to see it. So I've got a black piece of paper, and I will tap the skin out. That sounds so terrible. Oh my Lord, look at that hunk. Now there's, little bits left on here, so you got to wash everything. There's still some wrapped around this part. I don't know if I can get it off or if it'll just stick to me. It's lovely. So that's how you assemble and unassemble. You screw that on and off. This is the part that exfoliates. They have different levels of tips, different strengths, and this one is moderate. And then you take off this little foamy piece, and you can clean everything. I just use a little light hand soap, and I think if I kind of tap this, sometimes stuff falls off there too. Okay, got another hunk off. That big one. Anyway, and it's not like any of it looks like huge flakes of skin or anything. It just kind of bunches up in the pen. Yeah, so 3 weeks since the last time I used the PMD, and in those 3 weeks, I used an exfoliating scrub once. But that is what came off after 3 weeks. Well, since again, of between PMD uses, and my face feels so much softer. My left lashes are done. It is such a production, and I got some stuff in my eye, but it wasn't the perm solution, thank goodness. Sorry if that's gross, like touching my eye. Okay, so I'll try and look straight on so you can see that the lashes on this eye are more curled as opposed to that one, which the effects of the lash lift are still sort of there, but definitely wearing off. So I think you could tell. I'm finally done. I just finished the right eye. It never turns out as well as the left eye. I think my face is just not symmetrical or something. Like my eyes they don't match. So glad that they're done. And I'm glad that my face is softer and I got rid of some dead skin. And now, because it's very late, I'm finally gonna get ready for bed. So thanks very much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.